Hey, Michelle. Hey, Cynthia. Oh, hey, guys. Good morning. Ooh, seems kind of close. Um, Michelle, would you... Blissful Banter, you're back. Good morning, what is your name? Oh, wait. Blissful Banter person, are you the one with twin boys? Do you have twin boys? I have twin girl granddaughters. Good morning, Cynthia. Michelle, would you please list the website for Kyle Kegel, Kyle, whatever his name is that you posted on Facebook this morning? You have twins. I thought that was you. I have 18-month-old twin granddaughters, girls. Fraternal, the not identical kind. KyleSees.com, you guys. Is he on Periscope? Because I couldn't find him. Kyle Keys is an interesting person. I don't know a thing about him other than Michelle Lee posted a video of his today where he's doing a 100-day meditation thing, and day 17 is really good. Of course, I think it's really good because it's what we talk about all the time. So, but he uses a couple of analogies in there that I'm not going to try to repeat because I listened to it really quick and I'll butcher it. 8-year-old boys, so does it get better? Are we going to live? Are we all going to survive? Having two little people at the same developmental stages. Whew. I don't know how anybody does it. KyleSees.com or on Facebook. He's not on Periscope, right? I didn't see him. Very interesting stuff he's talking about. So, about 2 or 3. Okay, we're at 18 months. Oh, he's a comedian. Okay. 18 months. Okay. My chant lately is toddlerhood is temporary, including twin. Twin toddlerhood is temporary. Twin toddlerhood is temporary. They were playing together for the first time about a week ago, like actually playing together, and it almost broke my heart. It was so beautiful. So, good morning, Rhonda. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Trial by fire. I love having two, and two is hard, but I also love having two. And they're really cute when they're not cute when they're hitting each other with things, but they're really cute when they're playing together. I just love watching it. Yeah, I think so. They do scrap already. They're only 18 months old, and they're already, like, tugging, like all toddlers do. They do look at each other and make a string of sounds that we don't understand at all. But they seem, because they're like talking at each other and making eye contact and very much looking like they're having a conversation that we all know nothing about. Ah, gosh. Oh, you have twin cousins. Well, it's it's an adventure. Yeah. So, anyway, my name's Michelle Wolf. I'm a coach. I'm a Desire Map facilitator. It's beautiful. You can find me at caddyshackdesigns.com. I have another Desire Map workshop, virtual workshop, 5 weeks coming up in January. Ticket sales in January 5th. I'm going to just mention it now and then, because I want everybody to start their 2016 off with some awesome intensive coaching stuff. I do Reiki, Young Living essential oils, a little bit of everything, cat home design. If you have cats and want to make it more cat friendly, so many things you can do in your home to make your cats happy if they're indoor cats. I bet you didn't know that. Like, who thinks of that stuff, right? Hey, it's a whole movement, and I'm at Jackson Galaxy, and he's the bomb, so. I'm amazing! This group is amazing. You guys make the magic. Not even kidding, couldn't do it without you. So, we talk every day about taking spiritual principles out of the textbooks and into our lives, and making them practical, making them useful, and make them something beyond just words that we say. Our cats clearly rule our whole house. If you're following along in the book, A Course in Miracles, today we're on, and we're going out of order because we're actually going from the book Holy Shift by Robert Holden. And then starting Sunday, we're going to start studying the Tao Te Ching and A Course in Miracles every other day. Byron Katie's. So it'll be the reading from the Tao, which the Stephen Mitchell translation, and then a section from Byron Katie's book, 10,000 Names for Joy. So Sunday we'll start switching it up. Lesson 308 is... Oh, yeah, we're going to start alternating. Yeah. So I have another translation of the Tao to order, thanks to Nina posting some books. She was reading some books by Ursula Le Guin. Never have known how to pronounce her last name. Anyway, I'm going to order it today because my mom gave me a birthday gift card to Amazon. Oh, yeah. So I'm ordering that today, and if I like that translation better than Stephen Mitchell's, we'll use it. Anywho, today's lesson 308 is, this instant is the only time there is. I have conceived of time in such a way that I defeat my aim. If I elect to reach past time to timelessness, I must change my perception of what time is for. Time's purpose cannot be to keep the past and future one. The only interval in which I can be saved from time, or anything else for that matter, is now, right now. For in this instant has forgiveness come to set me free. The birth of Christ, or the birth of love, is now, without a past or future. And that's the birth of that in ourselves, the birth of it within ourselves, which happens in every moment. It's born and reborn and reborn and reborn. He has come to give his present blessing to the world, restoring it to timelessness and love. And love is ever present here and now. We just have to open our eyes to it, open our awareness to it. It never leaves us. It is now that I am redeemed. This instant is the time you have appointed for your Son's release and for salvation of the world in Him. We cannot be saved except in those moments where we do recognize the oneness, where we do take it out of our head and feel it in our heart and feel it in our bones and know it in the cells of our blood and the tissues of our muscles. I mean, when you bring that feeling into your body and you feel it and you make it real and you have that experience, you can't ever forget it. And either you'll run away from it and use something to block the memory of it, or you'll become a passionate seeker of feeling that more and more often, which is, you guys are here every day, so you know what category you're in. And actually, for a while, you can be both. Some people who are hardcore addicts are actually seeking that feeling of oneness, but the way that they're achieving it is destroying them. You can experience a feeling of oneness using drugs and alcohol. You can, blow your mind enough that you have that experience of oneness. The problem is when you seek the experience of oneness through a drug, you're making it dependent on an external circumstance, and you're wrecking your body to do it. And you don't have to. It's impossible to sustain long term, depending on what kind of substance you're addicted to. But when people use mushrooms or smoke pot, or some people who get drunk, it seems to me like the people I've worked with in the past who are alcoholics really are just blacking out. They're blocking, where the people who are smoking are using marijuana or mushrooms or peyote or whatever, they really are seeking that experience of the boundaries between us all dissolving. Because you can have that, you can get it. But like I said, you tear up your body in the process, and then you make yourself dependent on a substance. And why would you want to do that? You can experience that oneness right here, right now, just me talking to you. I can experience that sense of oneness and that love that rises up in my heart, that encompasses the world. You can access that, and you can access it in any moment if you have taught yourself how to do it from within. Then you don't need a tool. You don't need anything. You just need your awareness, and that's it. So You don't need a spell. You don't need cards. Those things are fun, and they're great tools. You don't need malas. They're fun, and they're great tools, and they're so awesome and enjoyable, but they are just tools. Yeah, and that's not your source. Your source is right here. Your source is in you 24/7, all the time. You do not need a tool to access it, although that's fun. And in the beginning, I think it's really helpful to have rituals and tools to help you kind of set your brain up and kind of prime the pump, so to speak, try to get the access to that sense of oneness. But over time, don't become dependent on that. Yes. See Clarity Media. Ooh, that's a cool name. You're not dependent on it. Yeah, the tools will help. But they're just tools. So don't let yourself become dependent on Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Don't let yourself become dependent on any kind of ritual or tool long term. Use those things while they're useful, but always keep in mind that they're just tools. Welcome. Welcome, new people. Yes, and some tools I used before no longer resonate with me. Yeah. I hate to use the word that you outgrow tools, because then it makes it sound like a hierarchy or a ranking system, like I'm better than you if I don't have to use tools, and that's not the case at all. If you need a tool, you need a tool. Let's preferably make that tool not a drug, because the drug will kill you or hurt you, and it's not necessary. It's hard to get addicts to understand that they can access those states of mind through meditation and spiritual practice. Yeah, it's just where you're at. So when you no longer resonate with a tool, it doesn't mean that you're better than someone that still resonates, say with magic rituals or lighting candles or whatever. Those things you use as a tool, and then when you outgrow them or they don't resonate with you anymore, you recognize, hey, that's just a tool, and you just kind of quit using it. Fun reminders, yeah. I never got into magic much because I'm way too lazy for that. I just want to go straight to the source and don't want to mess around. For me to have to go buy a bunch of paraphernalia, I'm too lazy for that stuff. Like, give me the straight road. I want to knock on the direct door. I just want to go straight to it. But if I'm not feeling it, if I'm having trouble on a day, I will use my malas. I will set up a little Reiki circle or something to kind of trigger it. If I wake up in a grumpy mood or whatever, they're just little symbols to remind us. I got to put this stuff in the middle again. CaddyshackDesigns.com. My name's Michelle Wolf. Now that we can fast forward and replay. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but one of my videos got stolen by some wackadoo and put on YouTube. They are fun. They're absolutely fun, and as long as you're using them in the spirit of fun and you don't become dependent, like I gotta have my particular yellow candle or I can't access spirit, you don't want to get that. If you want your particular little I'm famous! My artwork has been snatched. You want to go to YouTube and put your name in and hit the search bar. Several of us have had our Periscope replays swiped off Catch or somewhere, and they show up on a YouTube channel under someone else's name. So like Halo Dog Training, her name is Dawn. Her name's Dawn. My replay video got snatched and listed under Dawn's name on a YouTube channel. So every now and then, if you're scoping a lot, yeah, go to YouTube, put your name in, just to make sure that your replay videos aren't showing up. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, one of my dog drawings showed up on a rescue Facebook page in Australia. Someone in Australia had swiped an image off one of my websites. Anyway, I don't mind if people use them, if they just ask permission and put a link back to the website. And I offered that. I was like, hey, somebody let me know that you were using my dog drawing, and that's cool, but just give me some credit and link back to my website. And they just took it down. So, I didn't have to issue a cease and desist or anything, any kind of garbage like that. And honestly, these days, I don't really care. If someone's going to steal it, they're going to steal it. I cannot afford to waste my time and energy worrying too much about it. I'll check YouTube now and then. If somebody lets me know my drawing's being used, I'll ask them to quit. I'm not going to go to court over it. Because all I have is right now. And I want to feel peace, and I want to feel joy, and I want to feel connection to you all right now. I don't want to be thinking about litigation over something that, honestly, it doesn't really matter. Anything you put on the internet. Oh, thanks, Tanya. Thanks. Thank you. The way, oh gosh, I just lost it. I had a thought. I'm sure it was the best thought I've ever had. And now it's gone. You're listening with half an ear. Oh. Do you guys have questions today? Or it feels like a slow day to me. Wednesdays feel kind of slow. I have a Desire Map workshops on Tuesday nights. They tend to run late. Then I'm all hyper after and I have trouble getting to sleep. So Wednesdays are always a little bit slow. But the the thing that the guy, Kyle, sees is going through is the dropping away of his stories that we talk about all the time. When you are committed to meditation or doing a worksheet every day or whatever, and examining the stories that you tell about yourself, you do find that they drop away pretty quickly and you are left in a place of kind of bewilderment. Like, well, who am I now? Well, you're whoever you want to be. If you let go of your story, you get to rewrite the whole thing however you want it to be. Or you get to just drop having a story altogether. That's why trolls don't bother me. What do I care? They're nobody. They are somebody. They're no one to me. And there's no hook there. You will know if you have a sore spot if someone can hook you. If someone can grab you by that spot and trigger an emotional reaction, that is just information for you. It lets you know, oh, I got a sore spot right there. Probably should work on it. Probably should heal that up. Because if someone walked up to you and said just something so outlandish like, you're a criminal, or you're a cat killer or whatever, well, thank you. You would just laugh because you'd be like, well, I'm not a cat killer. That's ridiculous. I have 5, so obviously I'm not a cat killer. In fact, they're more likely to kill me and eat my face than me to ever hurt one of them. Because cats are jerks. So, but, when people say things that don't grab you, it's because it doesn't matter. So if a troll can come on and say, oh, you're a fat pig or whatever, because I don't worry, physically, I am working on my physical body, but I don't have shame and I don't feel horrible about being overweight. So no one can hook me with that. So calling me fat or putting up a cow picture or whatever is just laughable because there's no pain there for me. So if someone is a troll and puts something up there and it hurts you and you feel an emotional impact, just take that as information that either part of you believes that, there's a part of you that buys into what they just said to you, or it wouldn't hurt. Or someone told you that and you're fighting against it, or you have a judgment about that. It's just information. So you can just swipe trolls away. But if it hurts you, make a mental note to take a look at that later in your journal or whatever. I've seen some people arguing with trolls and trying to drive them away. In my opinion, that's a waste of energy. I don't want to waste your time or mine. We're all busy people. So I'm never going to argue with a troll. But if they hurt me, I'm going to make a note of it. I can't imagine these days what someone could say to me. Oh, I probably shouldn't say this out loud because God will probably show me. There's very little these days that people can say to me that hurts my feelings because I'm not afraid to admit if I've been horrible now or in the past. Like if someone says you're a bitch or you're selfish or whatever, I can say, yeah, sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm totally short-sighted. Or not going with, and yeah, so sometimes I'm selfish. Sometimes I'm a bitch. Sometimes I'm thoughtless. Sometimes I'm rude. Sometimes I'm harsh. And sometimes I'm the opposite of all of that. So when you don't have shame about the parts of yourself that are kind of on the crappy side, then you don't have to worry about someone calling you that. I'm all of those, and then some. We all have terrible parts of ourselves. If you acknowledge it and you get okay with it and you understand, yeah, no shame. Shame's the worst. We all are at times. Yeah, we do. You don't need to shame yourself for any of it. If that would be my one wish for all women on the planet, today and now and forever, is to stop shaming themselves. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop shaming yourself. So what if you're a bitch sometimes? Shh, yes, that's when Rhonda says to her negative voice, she just says, shh. Hush up, honey bunny. Hush your mouth. And stop shaming each other. We wouldn't shame each other if we would stop shaming ourselves. I don't want to feel my shame, so I'm going to shame you instead. So I can take it out of myself, because I don't want to feel it. Yeah, Rhonda just says, shh, hush up, shh, hush your mouth. Hush up. Martha Beck says she gives her lizard brain, she calls it Mo, she gave it a name, and she imagines giving it a bag of grapes and telling it to go settle down, sit down, eat its grapes. Your husband's like, what? So today, recognize that you only have today. Shush that voice. You tell it. Hush your face. Give it a Coke and a bag of pretzels. Let it talk. It's just talking. It's just talking. Just let it talk and just go, yeah, I hear you. It's okay. Now shush, and I got work to do, and I'm going to keep writing, and I hear you telling me that my writing is garbage and no one's ever going to read it, and that's okay, and rattle while I type. I don't care. I didn't, and this didn't come overnight, guys. This came with a lot of practice. And like I said, my last job was so harsh and rejecting. It got me over any need for other people's approval. Go try to change someone's mind on the topic of sexual assault and see how much rejection you get. Okay, gals. This instant is the only time there is. Reach past this instant for timelessness and do that through forgiveness. Forgive yourself for shaming yourself. Forgive yourself for listening to that critical voice. Lay down that sword that's against your own throat, that sword of judgment that we hold ourselves hostage with. Just lay it down. It's not serving you. It's not serving any of the people around you. The best gift you can give to the people around you is you loving yourself. I shall now lay down the sword of judgment that I hold against my own throat. I shall now lay it down. Lay that burden down and take a deep breath and let yourself feel the love that's here. And love is ever present here and now. Thank you for this instant, divine beloved. It is now I am redeemed. And when you fall off track, I'm so glad you did. Crystal, I probably am not following you. Oh, let me see if I can follow you. Oh, I am following you. Deliberate Creation, Art of Allowing. You guys follow Crystal. CrystalClarityMedia.com. Holistic Wellness Consulting. Ooh. Oops. Oh, I almost canceled this. I almost, oh gosh. How do I get back? Oh, there. Yay! I'm following you too. And what is your first name? I know I'm following you because I saw... Oh, Kristen. Yay! Where are you, Kristen and Crystal? Where are you guys at? Woohoo! Tag Tribes people in the house. Tag Tribes is a great group, guys. When you start scoping regularly, get yourself connected. Oh, Seattle! My favorite place! Washington State! You both are in my favorite part of the world. I love Seattle. I'm in Georgia. Lots of people here. You got Nina's from Oregon. There's a bunch of East Coasters here, probably because of my time frame. My scoping time. Any questions, peoples? Any questions today? I wonder. I should probably, drop this down a little. Kennewick. Oh, there's a nice view of a bag of cat litter for you. Okay, so. Oh, listen to this. My eyes just fell on this. Heaven cannot be found where it is not. There is no peace except right here. Heaven cannot be found where it is not. The only place that peace lives is right here. And Martha Beck says, too, that all the good stuff that you've been waiting for is what is waiting for you at home. And your home is on Peace Street. So when you spend more time in peace, all the stuff that you've been waiting for starts showing up at your door. And that is true. Okay, my dears, we're here every day before noon Eastern. Talking about A Course in Miracles every day. Oh, Catherine! We're just wrapping up. Starting Sunday, we will alternate with Byron Katie's book, 10,000 Names for Joy, which coincides with the Doubtinging. So we'll do that on Sunday, Course in Miracles Monday. Oh, darn it, Catherine! Dang! Oh, that makes me so mad. And then I feel terrible that I didn't send you a notice, because you were getting notices for a while. Ugh. I'm so sorry. Oh! I apologize for forgetting to send you a notice that I was about to go on air. Okay. Darn it. That's the worst. It is the worst. Sometimes Periscope fails us. Okay, I won't. I get forgetful. And then I think it's working again, and then it stops working. So anyway, cheers. I sure can. Don't you tell me what I can't do. A Course in Miracles. It's this book. It's this giant book. You get so excited you forget to share. It's a giant book. Oh, we skip around and read through it. I know that you've heard of it. It just abbreviate it because of the length of the title. If the title's too long, that makes it impossible to share on Twitter. Yeah. Yeah. I've had it for a long time. I was exposed to it in 1989. Never did anything with it. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the shares and the hearts and the interaction and all of that. Never did anything with A Course in Miracles, really. Better late than never, yep. Thank you, Cynthia. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. Cynthia works in the hospital in child protection. That's tough work. Complicated book, breaks the message down. Yeah, I try to break it down into edible chunks that you can actually use. Bye, Cynthia. Unless you have questions or something that you need to discuss and chew on, I think we're done for the day. Bye! For those of you heading off to work, enjoy your days. Have just a wonderful day. Remember to reach for peace when you feel stressed. No, I don't know. Cynthia's father is diagnosed with Marfan syndrome. She's waiting to hear if she has it. It's a genetic disease. So, okay, look up Kyle Cease, Cease. He's doing a 100-day meditation thing. He posted a video. Day 17 is a lot about what we talk about. And he's got some good analogies in there that I will steal from him as soon as I can take the time and write it down. There's a bee. Yikes! Okay. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm with my twin grandbabies. So Thursdays, yes. Thursdays broadcasts are a little bit chaotic. Thank you, Nina. Thanks for posting about those books. I'm going to go, I have them in my Amazon shopping cart right now. I'm going to go use my birthday gift card to buy them. All right. Have a great day. Great, great day. Much love to you guys. Remember to choose peace. Okay. Bye.